Well, I didn't get much video of it coming down the road, but here it is. We made it. And as high as that looks, we were probably 3 feet from the closest power line, so it came down good. Check the axles. Look what the cat drug home. Luke drug it home.
What did I tell you about that stop sign down there?
That was close. Everything's nice and cool here. Not a problem there. Tires look good. Let me go check the other one. Not even warm. That's just the slobber that I put on it to make sure it was good. Looks good. You were at least 2 foot from the very closest power line.
Oh really? It looked closer.
No, it was far away.
But I got it. Okay, so the one when I passed Benny Duncan with the loop in it.
You were 2 foot over.
Okay, it looked close to me. I said, well, we just got by that. I thought that was going to be the one that had to go up over the top.
You did good.
Thank you, man. Well, I let the transmission slow it most of the time. I didn't want to get it away from me.
How'd it feel behind there?
I couldn't really feel it. The only reason I knew that was because I had my transmission in third or second or low, so I always held I heard the engine revving, but it never pushed me. Now it did seem to wobble twice on the way back, a little bit, just a wobble, but it was more of an up and down actually.
You're YouTubing. I'm YouTubing.
Oh, good. Okay.
Are you gonna put yours on YouTube?
No, I can't believe. I mean, I've never pulled anything this long before, so I figured I might as well get a picture of it.
You didn't have any problem with it at all as far as.
Feel it. I couldn't even feel it. It wasn't, other than my engine revving, the stopping was good. Everything was good. Them tires. Hey, when that car came around the turn, I had to get over.
I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to put me off in the ditch a little.
Yeah, one car put him into a ditch. It was on a curve.
But the mud's already off the tire. It was just, we were off the road 6 inches, but I had to. I mean, that guy.
It hit a culvert.
Yeah, he didn't even know. It wasn't a deep one, but it was.
No, yeah, it bounced a little bit.
That guy flew around the turn. He didn't know what he was coming up on. He would have been looking right at the tire.
Right. No, you did good.
But this axle really rides this thing well. So I'm thinking this is like a tractor trailer axle type thing.
Well, you figure this is what, almost 8 inches in diameter. It's not even warm. I thought I was worried.
There's no braking there, but you're thinking the bearings. You never checked the bearings?
I did check the bearings.
Oh, yeah, they're fine then.
No, everything did good. You did good. I'm afraid if you take it down below right now, you'd get stuck down there. It's too soft.
You gotta lift it and get it off and all that. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And then you'll move it with your big machine, I guess. Or
I'll probably move with it. I'm gonna try moving it with the tractor, even though it's 10 times heavier than the tractor. I put that on the back of the tractor. The tractor might do a wheelie. I'll probably just come up with a Bobcat.
Yeah, I think you'd be better. That Bobcat's got some ass to it. And the thing about the Bobcat, you can just lower it to the ground if it gets out of control.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, your Bobcat's the biggest one out of all of ours. So what the heck? But I mean, if you needed me to move it on a frozen day or something, that'd be the hard part's over. Although, if we ever try to take it to my house, that could be the hard part.
Well, that's kind of the plan. I want to put that. I really don't plan on working on it till next year, but I'd like to get the generator and everything up here and make sure it's working, because I want to put. See, I don't want to. I'd like to pressure wash it and grease it, but I don't want to pressure wash it. I don't want to pressure wash it and not be able to run it and run the grease into it.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know how the grease gets into the inside ones. I haven't figured that out yet.
It's a nice and decent machine. You'll never lose anything on this. You did good.
Well, I'm hoping it's not.
Steel alone is worth twice that. Maybe 3 times.
It's worth quite a bit. Most of these are going for about $10,000 on the internet.
You did good, son. I learned you well.
You did. And you didn't even lose much dirt coming down the road. I saw about 3 or 4 splashes, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, if we could have had a picture of me going around that down there, I was using that guy's driveway. I knew I had to keep leaning it out.
Yeah.
And then I, like a dumbass, I wanted to get out of the truck a little bit and look how close it was, and I left the thing in reverse and backed up a few feet.
That might have helped you.
Maybe so.
But you figure if you're going out, that's got to be almost the way you got to get out too.
No, I would.
Go out 27.
Well, But yeah, but when we come down there, we're going to swing it the other way. So that stop sign won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Them hedges, we might run into that boy's hedges, but I think it's okay. I mean.
Oh, we can go out. We can go out this way.
Yeah. Uh-oh, you got grandchildren over there.
Yeah, be careful. She's got kind of a runny nose. We're kind of. It's kind of like, what do you do? What do you do when Mom and Pop are at work and we get them?
Yeah, we're 50 yards away from them. We all do. Yeah.
So
Man,
that looks super high. Go stand underneath of that. That looks super high, but
my head won't even hit that rubber heel. That's almost 6.5 foot right there, 6, 7 foot. Right
yeah,
there.
that's about 7.
My firewood's scared of heights. I don't like being up there like that.
Well, the lower it is, the further it goes out. You know what I was thinking? You were talking about scooping out of dirt. A lot of those have those fingers that come down, and then they have another thing that lets all the crap go down below. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might be.
Thinking still, well, the advantage to this is just making that big pile. But so you have measured it is 60 foot.
No, I never did measure it.
Because my wife swears it's only about 45 foot.
We got a tape.
Yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and do that.
They said it was a 60 foot. You got to. Well, I don't have that. I got a.
I'm gonna go to one point and go to another.
Oh, okay.
Look what the cat drug home. There, look what the cat drug home. Yeah, we'll hear you right there.
This is for moving fur balls. This is the new kitty ride. We put them on here and pick them up at the other end. Let me turn this noise box off. Let's see. I gotta get in there. Can't seem to get there from here. It doesn't want to cut off. Oh no. There it goes. First it didn't want to start a few months ago. Now it didn't want to stop.
I'm gonna get your chalks out.
Oh, I was gonna get tape out.
Okay, yeah. No.
Oh, I'll probably have to move this to get to where I need to go. Here's the tape.
I would have to. We're gonna need these.
It doesn't matter. Anything I got, we'll lift it up. Just get the small block out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't try to get that heavy one unless you're feeling really froggy. Here, while you're here, are you going to be the tape it man?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, heck yeah. Okay, so where do we want to come from? Right here.
I would say. I can't go up there.
I might as well just hold it to right here. We'll get it right now. Right there is what? 20?
That's. Hold it tight.
Yep, right there.
All right, right here's 20.
Okay, I'll take it in there. And we can kind of, we don't have to keep going higher. We'll just take it out there about where we got to go. Right there, right there.
Let's see, we're at 17, 18, 19. There's 20 right there.
Okay. And look, that's another 15 feet, it's at least 55 foot. It could be another 20.
Right there, that rust spot.
Yeah, just walk out to the tip and see what you got. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's 60 foot.
That's right on 20 again.
You can't argue. Goodness gracious, man. She's like, oh, that's not as long. That's not longer than our house. Well, it is.
How long is your house?
40 foot width, and then 20 foot deep, I think. Like a split level ranch or whatever you want to call it. Rancher.
Here, hold the camera and I'll undo the bolts. You be the cameraman.
No, I'll do them. Here.
Why?
Huh.
You're doing good.
Okay.
You did all the important work already.
Yeah, I hear you.
You got it here.
So what do we go back underneath this or back underneath this tongue here?
Oh, first I'm gonna get the chainsaw.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna slide that in.
I'm just underneath the tongue. It's
There you go.
Because what I got coming up is going to if I pick it up on the tractor, I can go down, or if I pick it up with anything, I can bring it back up.
Whew, man.
You did good.
Hey, these wheels right there, these hurricane wheels. Oh no, you only have 2 on there. I was gonna say these things on the base here, those daggone things, if they ain't expensive. This last wheel that keeps that belt on, man, I've seen them.
You talking about this?
Yeah, those things by themselves are, I want to say they're $1,500 a piece.
Oh man, don't hurt me.
I think. Why you don't need one, do you?
No.
Yeah, but the wood boys use them to roll logs a certain way, and
that's a little bit different.
Okay. Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Don't hurt you. You good to go with this thing, man. Whew.
It's going to end up at your house.
Well, I hope. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. We'll see where we're at with that whole process.
Oh my goodness. 2 of these should be fine. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, I guess maybe I use the jack.
Whatever you want to do.
I think it'd be safer not using the jack.
Just use this thing.
Because then you're far away from it.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know if I think I can reach it from there. See if it'll start.
Let me get my panel hitch out of here. There we go. Hey.
Huh?
Well, no, that would be the way to do that.
What's that?
You know, you could process your wood into a pile and then rearrange this thing for loading out and just dump the wood in it and let it put it on your truck. And then it would clean it like you say at the end.
Right.
Well, there's different ways to do it, but that's something I hadn't thought about. Have that screen it down and let all the debris fall out. Anyway, it's
a those splitters have those fingers that go through and then it catches the debris.
But however big that trawl is that you put on the end here, I don't think you could slow this thing down, could you? You could dump a bucket in there and wouldn't even slow it down, would it?
No. You figure this thing is made for moving rock.
Block and heavy stone. I mean, a lot of stone, a bucket full of stone. Them belts are probably pretty softy, probably about $2,500 a piece, aren't they?
Well, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, they're priced by the foot, so I don't know.
Here, catch this.
Cheaper to patch it.
Catch this on the video.
Okay. Get all John's toys. There we go. I've seen him rig up some stuff before now, moving some heavy stuff around. There we go.
One of these days I'll learn up from down.
Well, can't nobody say you don't got enough length, John. Don't let them badmouth you. I can't believe they pull that thing up and down the road with no safety chains.
That's what they said.
I know. Well, you know, they're using an awful big truck. They probably don't even feel it. They really don't.
They're using a truck the same size here as the service.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
But like if you had it on Jeff's Peterbilt, he wouldn't even have felt that thing one bit, not an ounce.
Your truck didn't even come up very much.
Yeah, it did. No, it wasn't much to it. I didn't feel much of it. And me and you practically got the same truck.
Right, but I don't have all that tailgate.
Yeah, I know. You don't have the tow package.
Look, one of these days I'll learn up and down.
Look at that. Just so you know where home is, you're good. What did it do? Sit down on that chain? Sit down on a piece. Watch it. It's sitting on a piece of chain, John. Don't let it. I just want it to get your fingers or anything. Here we go. There we go. That'll solve everything. As long as you can get to it with your loader. Now, do you need to borrow my panel hitch on your loader? You got to.
I got one.
Okay. Ha! Nice. Hardwood Concepts, hauling and moving. We're about done.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey made a dentist appointment just to get out of it.
Yeah, he did.
That's a hell of a note. I mean, I have to give him a hard time about that.
Yeah.
But I didn't take my, I mean, like I said that one day, I said, we don't need too many heads on it. And you were right about everywhere we went, except for this last turn was a little bit touchy.
Right.
Everything else was easy to get by.
I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but I didn't think about that stop sign.
And you're right about 550 too. It comes off there in a 90. I could have sworn that thing went off at a slight angle, but
I thought you were going to have more problem there.
no, because I thought that as long as nobody was turning next to me, we had that whole lane to turn into. You know what I mean? Yeah, the left-hand turns weren't nothing. Putting him away.
Tucking the tail away.
Yep, tuck the tail. Tuck your tail and run. Another John adventure day. Shoot, he'll be doing this stuff when he's 90 years old. He might be 90. What an adventure.
Bring up the feet.
Yeah.
Turn off the noise.
They come up at the same time? Okay. There you
I
go.
had a cameraman, guys.
There he goes.
Latest accident. That thing's long.
Yeah, it sure is.
You got all this wood here. We got the fire going. We might have to put some of that wood on there.
But you can't do no with that walnut in there. That's a premium. You see that piece of walnut right there? That's a mixed load.
is.
That's a mixed load. I got some walnut to cut though. We'll be up here. I got about 5 or 6 logs to cut. I need a sugar maple. You can't find me one of them.
That's hard to find around. That's hard maple.
Hard to find. Yeah.
Look at that. We're only 17 minutes into unloading this thing.
And what total time I got up here at what? 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time is it?
I don't know. I can't tell time.
It's probably about 2:30. About
Here, let me look at my.
I got you. No, I got you.
Oh, you got one of them things too. Oh, you got a small.
2:50.
So 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. That ain't bad.
No, heck no.
And that's hook up and on hook and everything.
Once you get all this greased up, yeah, I guess you're gonna need a ladder up there. I think I'd crawl.
You know what I did?
I'd go up this thing.
Huh?
I'd crawl up it and grease them.
You know what I did is when I was up there to get all the crud off of it, I came up here with a knuckle boom here and raised that up and put that on the ground.
There you go. I'd do the same thing when you grease it. See, you're smarter than I am. I'd have walked up it. I'd do that. Yeah. Now, yeah.
You can't walk up it until that. I tried that when it was loose like this.
Yeah. Oh,
and
it's slippery. It slicks around.
It's not slippery. It's just it's wavy and stuff. Yeah, it moves around.
Yeah, because every time you go between it.
Yeah. But that's why it has to be raised up a little bit. I'll raise it up one notch.
Basically, right in the center, or a little bit. It's a little bit further back that way, but it tilts over fine, huh? You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I raised. I hooked it with a hook here. I don't know if I did a video of that, but I hooked it with a hook there and raised it all up. Somebody did a good job of greasing it. They all got grease on them, old grease.
Yeah.
But I still haven't figured out how.
Dude.
Haven't figured out how the grease gets into those. If it just does it go in there and just kind of.
No, I think the grease just has to ride out here.
Does it, yeah, but how's it get to this center roller?
I wonder if that's just idle. I mean, it's part of these. There's no.
I might have to take one off just so I can inspect it.
Oh, yeah, you might be. I think
Here's one up close. I don't know how the center one gets greased. Well, I don't know how the inner bearing gets greased. I can see the outer bearing. Maybe it just goes to the center of the tub and kind of works its way out. Guys, if any of you know how these things work,
I think once you clean here,
you're gonna find a grease fitting in there. I don't see a grease fitting in there. There might be one in there.
I don't see it. I'll just clean that out a little bit.
Yeah, there's something in there, but I don't think you can get to it. That's going to be
An adventure. That's a YouTube video.
It might be. Anyhow, that's about it for this one. We've we've chewed up 20 minutes of your life doing this. And
This is how they patch these things, huh?
yeah, there's a big patch on it one place. See the big patch up there?
Yeah, you'd rather patch it than buy another one.
I wouldn't, it'd be scary to think what this thing would cost.
That firewood won't ever hurt it.
But I would think that if you really wanted to, you could take that section that's bad, cut that 9, because you got all this extra here. In other words, you got 3 feet here and 3 feet here, because that goes down. Okay, and you have all that. So if you had a problem, if it broke.
Now, I've got some of this stuff. It might not be the same thickness, but I got some stuff you could use, and you can patch it from the
See,
bottom.
there's the patch right there.
Yeah. I got something we can patch that with. You wouldn't have to.
Well, they've already patched it, so
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I get
somebody dropped the whole boulder on it, I guess.
you. Yeah.
It's not broke all the way. It's broke all the way through, but it's not ripped from left side to right side all the way through. Whew. Yeah, this was the original electric box. I think it's in need of disposal.
Yeah.
So.
So you just plug in over here, huh?
Yep. Got the plug.
That's pretty nice. You did actually that plug, I bet you $75.
I wouldn't be surprised. They were real nice up there.
Right through here, right?
Yeah, take that cap off.
Wow. Well, that's a funny looking plug.
It's 3-phase.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd love to see, I can't wait to see this thing run on that John Deere. I mean, on that freaking Detroit, but that's sure to get me kicked out of my neighborhood.
Well, it's either that or I'm switching over to hydraulic.
Well, if you do that with a little Honda, then they can't, it's a lawnmower engine.
Well, I got a 2-cylinder diesel engine, another 2-cylinder diesel engine. That Hatch diesel that I got?
The one that you brought into Jeffrey's for a while, the little yellow one?
No, that was I forget what kind of diesel that was. We're getting winded out here. Guys, that's about it because we're getting winded out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell if you want to see the next. Don't really plan on getting into this until I get the sawmill running. So we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.